Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your Star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is my weekly What I've Been Warming, and I've got lots of really fun things here on my table to talk about. But first, I do want to point out this is my new Fall Sweet Fall Warmer. I just got this out of the box today when I was doing videos earlier this morning, took a break. Now it's afternoon and I'm trying to tackle the What I've Been Warming for the week. And I can also tell you, I'm not going to put it here on this table, but I just started working on the holiday 5-bar bundle, the ginger cookie crunch, I think. You guys have got to get that if you're bakery lovers. It's fantastic, but we will talk about that in depth in a different video in a couple days when I get all those 5 bars warmed. But this Fall Sweet Fall, it's beautiful, you guys. It is such a lovely, soft, just gorgeous glowy warmer, and it's more neutral than your typical orange or super dramatic Halloween type decor. So I think that is one that's worth picking up. That and the Harvest Bounty, which is also available, that's a more neutral pumpkin, kind of like these here, but it's an element warmer. Fantastic for many different homes, and I think that's going to be an A+ as far as throw and everything. Really nice warmer. I'm very pleased. So let's dive right on in with the Scentsy things that I have been getting through this week. So first day of fall and Spiced and Spirited. I did these in alternate warmers throughout the house for a day. This is so good because first day of fall is sort of a golden autumn woodsy pumpkin, little pinch of nutmeg, outdoorsy scent. And I have struggled with this in the past. My younger daughter, this is one of her favorite fall scents. So I always have a bar in the house, but it's not the type where I'm going to stack 6 or 7 bars because I'm going to blow through it. But this time when I warmed this, I liked it better than I ever had before. So I think I threw another one in my club shipment. It's really nice. So I think the sharpness from the woods and the nutmeg was just tempered very well by having the Spiced and Spirited in the house at the same time. So I don't know how I would feel about first day of fall just all over the house with nothing else. But this is a very rich bourbon, pumpkin, and brown sugar scent that's in our Gordy Goodness collection. And I would tell you, if you have fallen in love with anything from the Gordy Goodness, probably get some more. I think you can only get that as a 5-bar bundle or get them in your club. This is going to be in my bi-monthly, at least for a while. I just love this. There is this wonderful warmth to this. It's a good, strong bar, and it stands up very well to other fall scents. It's just golden brown and delicious and gooey and deep and decadent. So love this. So then another bar that I was doing on a different day that's kind of along the same lines as Spiced and Spirited as far as dark, interesting bakery scents is Maple Rum Cake, which is in my club. This is so good. It doesn't smell all that great in the clam. The Spiced and Spirited's fine. There's nothing wrong with that one. It sort of smells like a wet stale cigar, but you put this in the warmer and oh my gosh, you guys, you get this wonderful deep rummy butter spice cakey thing. It goes for days and it's so good. So then another scent that I was warming out here for a couple days in the warmers, I got out all my pumpkin warmers. I did a cute little pick of the patch video a couple days ago, just trying to get you guys all of my thoughts on my favorites for fall. As Autumn Hearth, I put in some of my pumpkin warmers. I love this scent. It's homey, it's approachable, it lasts a long time. It's just great. It's a beautiful apple cinnamon spice with some tonka bean and a little bit of smolder, and it's truly just a tip-top bar for me. One day I got really brave and I went through several cubes of Breakfast in Bed, which is a bar I tend to hoard at this point because I didn't club it, and it's one of those wonderful fall bakery scents I wish we would see back and bring back my bar. It's a pumpkin and raspberry pastry Danish type scent with a little bit of cinnamon sugar drizzly icing. Excellent bar, good and strong. I need to use up the clams that I have. Like you can see how old this is. This is flat bottom packaging. We don't have the little imprints that the newer bars have on the bottom. So I need to get that gone. Then I saw on the channel that someone had told me I really needed to mix Honeycrisp Harvest with Scarlet Sunflower. You were right. This is beautiful, especially if you prefer softer scents and maybe you're more of a spring-summer person and you don't like super heavy fall things. The Honeycrisp Harvest was our scent of the month for August, so if you love this, you need to get some because I think at this point they may even have shrunk down our window for a scent of the month to a 3-month cycle. So we've got August, September, and I think at the end of October this may be going away. And this is just a beautiful body care apple. And then the Scarlet Sunflower is apple and cranberry and sunflower. It's a little bit more floral. And these two did make a really lovely mix. Very nice. Okay, I don't honestly remember where I was doing all this because Johnny Appleseed is not one I tend to melt a lot of, but I had this in the kitchen, and I think I also had it in my older daughter's room because she likes this. This was really nice, and I'm not always a Johnny fan, but I just put it in mini warmers so it didn't overwhelm my house. Beautiful scent, just a good, strong, classic Mac apple. It's a good mixer, and I was actually really happy to enjoy this. You can also get this in our counter clean products. I think you can do it in Scentsy Swipes. It's just a really good all-purpose fall apple scent. Now after that, I'm transitioning to either doing a Teddy Bees and a Scentsy or just Teddy Bees, which I dabbled in for a few days. We did have a lot of construction and workers in the house this last week, so I don't think I melted quite as much as I normally would, just because there was a lot going on. But I did one day where I wanted the Red Cedar and Sage, which is an old bar from Scentsy, hasn't been in the catalog in ages. And on the same day, I did some of Rainy Day from, I think, the Over the Summer pre-order from Teddy Bees. This is a very beautiful scent. It is astringent. Both of these have some astringency. They're like fall fresh. So for me, this almost goes cologne body wash, but yet fresh. I did these on Sunday. It was good and strong in the house, and it's the sort of thing where I like doing that once in a while. I melt a lot of spice, a lot of bakery consistently, and then just sprinkle in stuff like this occasionally to palate cleanse. But this scent threw very well, and it's not really even all that old. This one was poured on 6/21 of 24. I don't think this needs to cure anymore, or it might induce a headache for me. This has crisp apples, dewy air, fallen leaves, oak, a touch of lavender, and a hint of sandalwood. And I definitely get the lavender and sandalwood, which is what makes it a little sharp with the oak. The apple, I don't get anything really sweet. I get a little bit of tart crispness, but it's a really nice early fall fresh scent. And then Red Cedar and Sage has a good amount of cedar. It has a really nice, almost cologne-y sage. But then there's this resinous, I don't know, it's not really all that warm, but it's not cold either. It's a scent that I like in small doses. And these two together, I mean, it would be 1 in a million that you'd have both of these in your home, but I liked those a lot, and I'll probably melt them on the same day again down the road. So here's another one where I did a Teddy Bees and a Scentsy together. Ichabod Sea was one of the ones I was so excited about in our last pre-order cycle with Teddy Bees. Fresh pumpkin, clove, bourbon, maple, and toasted oak. And I think somewhere along the line, I also melted a clam of farm stand pumpkin, and that's disappeared, but that was really good. That's always good. But this is interesting. I was very excited about it, fought for it really, really hard in the polls for the pre-order. I've not had a fresh pumpkin oil other than Scentsy because Scentsy makes so much pumpkin, and I personally love their pumpkin, that I haven't really gone flirting with other companies, well, Yankee, but for fall. This is a fascinating scent because Scentsy's fresh pumpkin is like a can of squash guts, which I like. I find that very comforting. This, in the warmer, smells a lot more like you cut open a baking pumpkin or a butternut squash. So my brain has to adjust to the difference in the pumpkin scent. I liked it, but I need to melt more of this to see how I really feel about it. And then you get the bourbon, the maple, and the toasted oak. I really don't get the clove. It was interesting. Doesn't carry, and I know that, you have to let your Teddy Bees cure. Everybody says that. You have to probably let this one sit for a year to get the balance of all of the scents. So I have 2 of these forget-me-not tins. I'm going to melt probably one more time this in September and maybe one more in October. Then I'm going to put the rest of what I have away and see what it's like next year. Because I really like it. But what I get on cold is not really what I get in the warmer yet. There's a lot more of this fresh butternut squash flesh or pumpkin flesh in the warmer, and I would like to see that balance out and change a little bit over time, which it probably will. It's really good though, and I am looking forward to melting it again. But to make the sweetness come back to my pumpkin, at the same time I melted pumpkin cashmere from Scentsy, which has been just laying around in clearance all summer. I think they finally took it out, but I got a bunch more bars, and this wasn't all that awesome last year. Now, I should have clubbed this. It's so, so good. I've got a lot, so I shouldn't whine, but oh, you guys, this is cashmere, pine cones, and sweet Scentsy pumpkin. I absolutely love this, and it was really good with the Ichabod Sea. So these two together, happy early fall pumpkin beauty for me. Then I have a few other things here that are for the open concept when I was doing some teddy bees. So I pounded out all the rest of Team Pumpkin. Now I know the pre-order that just occurred where you could order things that you'll be getting in November. They had Team Apple on the teddy bees list. I had Team Pumpkin last year when I was totally a teddy bees newbie. And this is pumpkin pie, vanilla frosting, sweet sugar cookies blended with our sugar and spice. I like this, but I do not love this. To me, even though all the notes are here, this is kind of a sheer, not enough body for a bakery scent for fall for me, because there are many things that I love from Teddy Bees. I'm enjoying the atmospherics, the woodsies, a lot of that sort of thing. This one, it just doesn't have the same soul as, to me, like a Scentsy fall scent would. There wasn't enough pow. That's why I skipped the Team Apple, which would be very similar, just with apple oils instead of pumpkin. So I'm not rushing back to get more of this if I see it in the future. It was nice, but it was forgettable. But the pumpkin spice and cake batter, I had this at the same time. So it's taken me a year to use these up. This I would get again. Probably in a souffle. I don't know that I would need another tub, but this was good. So this is like a really nice yellow cake with the pumpkin, the brown butter. Oh, it was yummy. Warm pumpkin spice, brown sugar, rich cake batter, and vanilla buttercream. I got all that, and I almost felt like there was a brown butter note in here to make it a little bit rich and not quite nutty, but close. This is good. So between the two, repurchase this. I'm skipping Team Pumpkin if I see it again. Now, something that I did because a friend of mine sent me some parts and pieces and bits from her own Teddy Bees collection. My friend Robin had sent me a bit of Winterfell and one chunk of the toasted pink marshmallows. I know in the pre-order that we were just looking at last week, you could get something called Weekend with Nene, which was a layer of Winterfell and toasted pink marshmallows, or pink toasted marshmallows, whatever it is. So I took the samples that Robin sent me, chopped it all up in a bag here because she'd already chopped some of it, and I put those pieces in warmers in my bedroom, and it convinced me I needed a Forget-Me-Not tin of Weekend with Nene. It's beautiful. So the Winterfell is a really nice, birchy, outdoorsy, Christmassy scent, or even January. I have a tub of that downstairs that I'm waiting to use. I haven't cut into it at all. And then the pink toasted marshmallows just sweetened it up a little bit. So all of you that made that mixture, that layered Forget-Me-Not tin sell out multiple times while the pre-order was open, I think you're going to love it. Okay, what's next? Oh, this I tested out because I wanted to know if it was pre-order worthy. Spice Nogs and sugared snickerdoodles. Now, here's the thing. If I didn't already have in my bi-monthly club almond croissant from Scentsy, I would have ordered another tub of this. But this scent is very similar to almond croissant. You have to take out the almond note and you have to put in an eggnog note. But they're both really rich, croissant-heavy, flaky dough pastry smells. They're fabulous. But I put this in my bedroom just to make sure that I could really smell it. This is really good. The boozy, rummy eggnog, oh, it's delicious. And you get that fabulous croissant and the sweet cinnamon sugar, and it's just like, oh my goodness. And if I didn't already have Fall into Christmas, which I like even better, we didn't get that in this pre-order, and I was a little sad. And I have Holiday in Halloween Town, which is also eggnog heavy and full of rich bakery. I probably would have gotten another tub of this, but I think it'll be overkill with all those other scents that I've got a lot of. This is really good, though. If you guys got it in the RTS or you've ordered it for the pre-order, you're going to love this for Christmas. It's a great holiday scent. Okay. I have to say, this is one of the most frustrating tubs I've had from Teddy Bees. This is called Fireside S'mores. If any of the rest of you have this, I just find this unsuccessful. It has notes of toasted marshmallow, warm graham crackers, whipped vanilla, and Fireside. So when I start warming it, and this was poured in March. I've been holding on to it for months. And I get the graham cracker right out of the gate. But then over time, all I get is the Fireside note, and it's kind of empty or boring. Not really my thing. I don't like to throw away wax, so I think I will mix this with something, but I don't know. Just tell me thoughts if you've melted this. It's not my favorite. It's okay, but it's forgettable. Okay, now, to talk on the totally other end of the spectrum, unforgettable. I was brave, and I wanted to know if I needed more in the pre-order. I've got a loaf, so I think I'm fine. I took just a little sliver of Dracarys, and I put it in a bedroom. You guys. The hype is real. This is magnificent. Oh my gosh. Warm cinnamon bark, fireside, vanilla, balsam, cedarwood smoke, and hints of blackberry musk. It's phenomenal. To me, it is a very November, earthy, deep, woodsy blend. But I just happen to still have a little bit of this old gem cranberry garland from Scentsy. And I'm telling you, just take out that cedarwood smoke, very similar. So if you miss cranberry garland, they're not absolute carbon copies, but the soul is there. These are very much alike. Just this is more tailored and nuanced, like we always say when you're comparing Scentsy, which is a very straightforward company with notes that are very honest, with your Teddy Bees, which is more nuanced and layered, and sort of over time you figure it out, you get to know it better. But they're very similar profiles. Because I will say, the very first time I opened this, not even thinking about that other Scentsy bar, I felt like this reminded me of very sophisticated spiced cranberries. And it's got to be the blackberry musk playing with the smoke, playing with the cedar, and what else is in here? The balsam. So good, you guys. So if you can get your hands on Dracarys in the RTS, which won't even be till, November something, this is a winner. It's a beautiful scent, and it's absolutely worth stocking up on. Okay, I've got two things left. Good old plain cinnamon vanilla from Scentsy. I was doing some of this in my bedroom just because I wanted warm and cozy. It's a really nice middle-of-the-road scent if you like cinnamon and vanilla, if you like things that aren't totally bakery, but they're still kind of along those lines. This is a really good, consistent seller all throughout the year. It's in the spring, summer, and fall, winter catalogs now, and I enjoyed that. And then last but not least, I was flirting with a little bit of my Snowpocalypse 2021 tub. Magnificent blend of boardwalk marshmallow clouds, cashmere, sandalwood, vanilla bean, and cedar. This is really nice. It's only a bedroom scent for me, and this one was poured over the summer, so I know it'll get stronger, but it's really good. So it's kind of like a very wintry, fresh fallen snow body care scent. It's very, very gentle and really comforting. And I'll keep whacking away at this tub, and there will be like half of it left by the time that we get to January, but it's really good. And I can see why people like to get loaves of this, because you could just enjoy this quiet comfort from this scent. I think pretty much all year long, but it'll be best in the wintertime. So that is everything that I had been warming. What are you guys doing right now? I just got my holiday 5-bar bundle, and I did the cold sniffs. I'll be working on the warm reviews for that. I don't really have anything else except the bricks I will be ordering on the 16th, and then hopefully those will come pretty quick, I hope. As far as like anything new on the radar, I'm just going to settle down, wait for my bricks. On October the 1st, I will order a couple of holiday warmers. Just to let you guys know, if you are shopping on my website, please, if you don't have a friend that has a party, I very much appreciate you placing your orders in my party. You can just do it on my PWS, which is fine, and I appreciate every customer and every order. But if you put them in my party, it allows me to have more hostess rewards so that I have more flexibility to show more things on the channel when the big releases like the holiday collection launch. And all of that, I think, is about all I got on my brain. And I feel like there's one other collection that I want to tell you about. I think on October the 1st, as consultants, we can snag the holiday Sense of the Season. So you've got actual holiday 5-bar bundle from the catalog. Then you've got the bricks, and then you have the Sense of the Season. So that makes 15 different options of winter and festive type scents that aren't in the catalog that you guys should probably be planning ahead on. And if I have any other cool news, I hope to talk to you soon. God bless. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.